Good morning, Council. On the evening of February 20th, after a day marked by police brutality against peaceful, unarmed protesters, including a 68-year-old woman, intimidation tactics targeting specific activists over in LRAD, actions described by the ACLU as illegal, several community members and I led a march to your home. The democracy that had been taken away from us on the streets was snatched back that evening at your front porch. I read to you, Mr. Mayor, a statement that addressed several issues, including police violence, the locking out of divest PDX petitioners on the 17th of February, the day of the general strike, and the need for Portland to take a stand against the anti-humanitarian Trump administration. A stand that begins with our divestment from Wells Fargo and which will continue with this council voting no against this measure. But please know that this is only the beginning. We need a city government that we, the people, know is on our side in the fight against President Trump and his toxic policies. This is why I demand now, as I did at your home, a city hall that is accessible, transparent, and accountable. Accessible to a public that is crying out against injustice in our streets. Transparency in terms of policy, but also with regards to your agenda. And lastly, accountability. This rings doubly true for you, Ted. This means accountability for the actions of the police bureau over which you are serving as commissioner. And if you cannot do that as mayor, then I accuse you of having a major conflict of interest. One that leaves the door wide open for rampant corruption and abuse of power. The ACLU has already put you on notice. Do you want one from Amnesty International? On your front porch, you promised us what you called an adult conversation. It has almost been a month and that offer has not been extended to us yet. Accessibility, transparency, and accountability. I'll wait.
And we waited last week when you got up to get coffee too. We can wait for that.
2 more sentences. Accountability, transparency, and accessibility are words that frighten politicians, but not leaders. The question to you, Mr. Mayor, are you a politician or are you a leader?
Thank you.
My name is Robert West. I'm from the police 911. And first of all, I'd like to bring something up. We do have homeless people in the audience. We have homeless people all over. They need shelters. They need meals. They need clothes. They need stuff. Okay? We have streets that are falling apart. That, you know, you go over, you gotta replace tires, get alignments and stuff like that. There's a lot of costs that this city has. Maybe you could spend that $2 million and reimburse some of the activists that were brutalized, instead of spending the $2 million on police bullets that are designed to kill. It's not, those bullets aren't designed to injure. When police are trained, they're not trained to injure someone. If they were trained to injure someone, they'd shoot them in the arms. That's not where they shoot. They shoot at the main body, the heart, the lungs, the kidneys, stuff like that. That's what they shoot at. That's not cool. That's not nice. That should never, you know, shoot for the shoulder. Oh no, we can't shoot for the shoulder. Why? The shoulder area here is the biggest area and one of the best places to disable someone if they're armed. Not the heart, not the lungs. That kills. Police are trained to shoot 3 to 4 rounds each time. What are you going to do? Train them to shoot 8, 9, 10 rounds each time? There's no reason to litter bodies up with bullets. This is absolutely wrong, especially when you have other areas that you can put the money into to help your community out. If San Diego wants to spend money on bullets, good, let them. But we shouldn't spend an extra dime on bullets. Not when the police are out there just killing teenagers. You know, you guys are killing people like it's candy, and that's not right. You know, those people that died have families. They have friends. They have people that mourn them. They're not a piece of junk. Yeah, they don't live in your neighborhood. They live in mine. They live downtown. They live in Southeast.
Yes.
So you don't need to worry. So you don't need to worry. Your neighbor's not going to be the one getting killed. It's going to be my neighbor. It's going to be some homeless person downtown's friend. It might be a homeless person's kid. Might be someone in Southeast that they sent their kid out, fits the description of a robbery suspect. I listen to this police scanner all the time, and I hear a lot, oh yeah, the suspect was black. Okay, well, a million people in town are black. You know, what better description can you give? You know, that is ridiculous. If someone sat there and said that the suspect is white in your neighborhood, Ted Wheeler, right? You'd throw a fit if the cops threw guns on you, on your wife and kid. Well, why should I not be upset when your cops draw guns on my neighbors, on areas that are in Southeast, in downtown? I want you to think about that, all of you, and say no to this ridiculous $2 million in ammunition. They can use training ammunition.
Thank you. Appreciate your testimony. Is there any further public testimony? No. Please call the roll. Further report. This is a non-emergency. Next item.
Item 250, accept bid of T-Edge Construction Inc. for the Colonel Summers Park Splash Pad and portion of the installation project for $673,550.